Eto'o go, who's made for Barcelona's style of play. Bring in Zlatan.
That was such a weird scored the odd big goal.
6, 7 out of 10 every game. He was no frills, was he?
Yeah, you're right.
Like their transfer policy hasn't been that great. I mean, we've spoke about it in the past. They let Samuel Eto'o go, who's made for Barcelona's style of play. Bring in Zlatan.
That was such a weird transfer.
Yeah, and they got fucking bummed in that deal.
It was 40 million plus Eto'o for Ibrahimovic. And at the time, there's an argument
Wasn't it 50 million?
Either way.
Because I'm sure the article was like the £50 million man.
I don't know, but either way, like, a straight swap at the time was good enough, because Ibrahimovic plus all that money was not better than Eto'o.
Well, look what Eto'o done the season after.
He's the only man to do that, isn't he? Like, win a treble with one club.
Then go and win another one with another.
Yeah, in another league, yeah.
Remember he signed for Everton? And the whole thing was like, they brought out a song saying like, you signed Lambert, we signed Samuel Eto'o. And then like he left for Sampdoria in January.
Yeah, and then he told Lukaku, if you want to grow, you need to leave Everton.
Fucking hell, that's heavy though.
Typical Everton, lah.
Well, they're on the rebuild now, aren't they? And I know we spoke about it last night, but you've got to stick with Ancelotti, like, come what may. The only thing for us is, and not Liverpool, but like me and you, our opinions. You talk about Ancelotti, you talk about Rafa, and you talk about Mourinho, and have they proved it in this decade? You know what I mean? Like, can they transition into modern football? Because they are very much managers of the early 2000s, aren't they?
Yeah,
and onwards. Obviously, Mourinho's won shit with easy clubs. He's had the money, he's had Ronaldo, he's won shit.
He'll always have Inter and Porto, won't he? That he can point to.
I mean,
for the treble and that.
Inter with the treble, yeah, but at the same time, so fucking hell, what a squad they had, you know what I mean? It wasn't like they were a pauper, but no, what he done, and the way, like, he done the robbery over Barca or over Pep and, the players he had there. I'm sure Diego Milito only played one season there, and he scored like 28 goals that season.
It was about a few months ago, because Sky kept putting content out, from like yesteryear, because of the lockdown. And that final was on there, Bayern and Inter from 2010, and he just took the piss, Milito.
Yeah, he was on fire, wasn't he?
At the time, like, the 2010 World Cup was coming up, and Argentina's forwards were like
6 strikers.
They had Higuain, Milito on form, Lavezzi, Messi, Aguero.
Yeah. Like,
it was like, fucking hell, lad. Like, has there ever been a better attacking group of players in an international side?
Not in a specific position, but
there probably has for someone like Italy in the 70s or someone, but not that I can remember.
Well, it's tough when you've got that many players in the position. Like, if you look at Chelsea now, or even United, they've got too many midfielders, and they're trying to squeeze square pegs into round holes, aren't they? They've got like Ziyech and Havertz and Juninho and Jorginho and Kante. And
put that out there to the fans. If anyone can come up with a better attacking line, a squad depth thing, not like the starters, than Argentina in 2010, then put it in the comments.
No, you'll struggle. That was some strike force.
France have had a few, haven't they?
Well, don't be giving people answers, lad. Let them fucking find them themselves.
The thing with Argentina is they've always had dodgy defenders, haven't they? And they're a bit like Holland. Traditionally, Holland have had a great midfield and a great attack, but a bad defence.
Yeah. I mean, even when Holland had like Jaap Stam, Van Bronckhorst at right back, wasn't it?
The defence just never good enough to get them over the line.
No, and with us, with England, we had like, just talking about Argentina's line, mid-90s to early noughties, we had a fantastic selection of strikers we could have picked from. For England, you had like Alan Shearer, Fowler, Andy Cole, Rooney, Owen, Sheringham, Les Ferdinand. Fucking hell, the list goes on. Chris Sutton was English, wasn't he?
I believe so, yeah.
I'm not sure whether he got capped for another country, but like we had, they were all, some of them were yard dogs, weren't they, to be fair, but...
Oh, there's a lot of goals in there, though.
A lot of goals,
Natural finishes, Fowler in particular.
Even like later on, as